Good evening, dear students. Today we are going to learn about the similarity criteria for two triangles. So what are the criteria under which the two triangles can be said to be similar? So there are three similarity criteria. One is called as AAA. Full form is angle, angle, angle. It is sometimes also called as only AA criteria, because by the angle sum property we have learned if the two angles are of the two triangle are equal, then third angle will surely be equal, because each of the third angle will be equal to 180 minus sum of the other two angles. So this is also called as AA criteria. The next one is SSS criteria, side, side, side. Here the side, side, side means the three sides are in same ratio. Same ratio means the ratio of their sides will be equal. It is also called as the sides are proportional. Okay. The third criteria is basically the combination of the first two, called SAS. The two sides are proportional and the included angle are equal. Okay. So these are the three criteria that we will just understand. Proof not required here. Then we will go for another theorem called ratio of area of two similar triangle is equal to a square of ratios of their sides. So that this we will also understand. So in this fourth condition, the similarity criteria is used. A student, what is similar? Under what condition we can call the two figure as similar or two triangles as similar? Everything we have learned in our earlier classes. So recalling those concepts, if I consider the two triangle ABC and other triangle DEF, these two triangles are said to be similar under the two conditions. These two conditions could be in OR condition. Means if either respective angle are equal, then they are similar, or respective sides are proportional, then they are similar. So student, keep in mind this AND is here basically not required. In fact, the AND means the first criteria as well as second criteria is required. So the correct term or correct word here should be OR. Okay, means if the respective angle are equal, then the two triangle are similar. For the triangle ABC, the angle A is corresponding to angle D. So I can take this angle A equals to angle D. Angle B is equals to angle E. Then the third angle, angle C, is also equals to angle F. So this is the first criteria. So the same criteria is called as AAA, similarity criteria. Why? The angle sum property, if the two angles are equal, then third will also be equal. Therefore, this AAA is sometimes also called as AA, means angle criteria. The next criteria is, or the next condition is, even though equality of angle is not given, but it is given that their sides are proportional. Sides are proportional means whatever the ratio of the side of triangle ABC and triangle DEF we are taking, how much ratios are possible? 3 ratios are possible. One side of triangle ABC, let us take AB, then corresponding side of triangle DEF means DE. So AB by DE, this is one ratio. This ratio is equals to the ratio of other side, say BC by EF. This is also equals to AC by DF, then these two triangles are also similar. So this is the second criteria, and this criteria is called as SSS. So here the sides are proportional. So whether you write sides are proportional or sides in same ratio mean the same thing. So these two are in or condition. Many a time a student get confused. No, first as well as second both are required. No. Even if the first is holding good, means the angle is equal, then I can write directly for the second one. Or even the second one is holding good, then I can write for this first one. Means if all the three angles are equal, then obviously their side will be proportional. Or if their sides are proportional, then their angle will surely be equal. It is this one. So these things are written in the form of theorem. So the theorem is like this one. So theorem 6.3, if in two triangles corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. So how much angle? 3 angles. So all the 3 angles should be equal. It means that. Then their corresponding sides are in same ratio or proportional. Okay, it simply means if we are given with, so one triangle as ABC, the other triangle as PQR, here I am considering the A is corresponding to P. It may be possible that A is equals to Q. Okay, B let us consider corresponding to Q, and C is corresponding to angle R. So in this case, the given condition is only angle. Means angle A is equals to angle P, angle B is equals to angle Q, angle C is equals to angle R. These are the given condition. Then this simply means their sides are proportional. Means AB will have the same factor of multiplication or division for PQ as BC for QR as AC for PR. So that's why it is written in the ratio form. So AB divided by PQ is equals to BC divided by QR is equals to AC divided by PR. It is this one. So if this is holding good, means the angle are equal, this will happen. As well as we can write the triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Okay. The next theorem 6.4 is just converse or reverse of the 6.3, where the proportionalities of sides are given, then we can write their angle are equal and the triangle are similar. So this in 6.3 the given condition was equality of angle, but in 6.4 we have to take the sides are proportional. Let us take ABC and PQR. Then what is given here? The given condition is, read this theorem, two triangles, side of one triangle are proportional to the other triangle, then corresponding angles are equal and hence the triangle are similar. Okay, it means here it is given that AB by PQ is of same ratio as BC by QR. This have same ratio as AC by PR. This is given. Then this condition itself includes or give the next condition for similarity, that angle A is equals to angle P, angle B is equals to angle Q, angle C is equals to angle R, as well as triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So triangle PQR. So these are the two things that we are obtaining, even if the side proportionality is given. So one is just converse of other. Therefore, this condition for similarity is in OR condition. Means if one is occurring, then second will be followed, or second is occurring, the first will be followed. Okay, students? So it is this. The third SAS is nothing but the combination of two. So how they are? How it is the combination of these two? Let us understand those things. Sorry. So how is this combination? Let us understand this. From where this came. So this condition we always have to be kept in mind. Now how to apply this condition, that is more important. So proof is not required for this year, but how to apply, those things are important. So let us first understand the third condition also. Third condition is the combination of first two. So the given condition is, means some of the angle are equal and some of the sides are proportional. A student, if the two angles are equal, it obviously means third will be equal, then it becomes AAA. So two angle equal will not be the given condition. It could be only one. Okay, because two angle equal is same as AAA. So therefore one angle is equal and the other two sides are proposed. But here the condition is that the angle which is equal should be included between the sides which are proportional. Means if we are considering the two triangle, say ABC and another one is PQR, it is very important, student, this condition, because in most of the question only just two sides proportionality is given and one angle equality is given. So in this case, keep in mind, student, I was explaining if the two angles, let A is equals to P and B is equals to Q, then it will not give any new condition or new criteria, because when the two angles are equal, obviously the remaining third angle will be equal. So it will be same as AAA. So how this theorem could be, it is like if one angle is equal and the two sides are proportional. Proportional cannot be the alone. Okay, now proportionality means it is always equality. So at least one pair of side ratios have to be equated. Then which pair is required? Then it is found that the included angle, whatever this angle that we are considering here, so this angle is included between, means formed between the two sides, say AB and AC. Okay, so corresponding to this, I need to go for the other triangle. So AB corresponding to this we have the PQ, and AC corresponding to this we have this PR. So these are the two things which are given, then we have to apply. So what is given here? So the given condition is the two condition. Angle A is equals to angle P, and including this angle, the ratio form means start with the vertex A, AB, start with the vertex P by PQ is same as the same angle. What is A? Means the same vertex. This vertex must be common. So AC by PR. So here this A indicate that this A is included, and here this P indicate that this P is the included angle for triangle PQR. So this way we can understand just from the statement that which angle and which ratios are equal. So if these things are holding good, then this gives us triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. When the two triangles are similar, then we are free to write the other condition for similarity, like angle A, angle P, angle B, angle Q, angle C, angle R. These things will hold good, as well as the ratio, means the third ratio, which is not given here. What was given? The given was AB by PQ is equals to AC by PR. Student, here we are left with the ratio BC and QR. So that third ratios can also be equated here. So this become also equals to BC by QR. Okay. May the one angle was given and one ratio was given. So given condition was only this much was the given condition. Only this much was the given condition. But from this given condition, we have obtained the other. Okay. So it is, so obtaining the other from the given condition is called as your, means this one is called as, these are what? The part of similar triangle. So this is called as corresponding part of similar triangle, CPST. We can write in short form. Okay, it is acceptable in your examination also. So it is this criteria. So how the questions are framed on this criteria? So let us come to a question. A student, observe this question carefully. So what is given in question that we have to write? Then we have to fit the given condition from the question into the criteria which is followed. Then only we can write the corresponding part of similar triangle, and unknown ratio or unknown product or unknown value of any angle or any side can be calculated. That is the only way. So let us apply those things here. A student, in this case, we are observing that it is given that PQ is parallel to RS. So student, in geometry, the better way is to start with what is given, that also we have to write. So what is given here? Because this, from this given condition we can write everything as per requirement of the theorem. So that's why you always put the habit of writing the given condition. So PQ is parallel to RS. But to visualize it better, you must put or mark this. Where is this PQ? So let us write this PQ. It is like this one. So this is the PQ. This is parallel to RS, which is on the other side. So we can put some symbol or cross over the given condition. So these two are the parallel. It means only this much is given. Then we have to prove that the two triangles are similar. Then we have to prove triangle POQ is similar to triangle SOR. This is to be proved. A student, let us continue for the proving. So what about the parallel condition is given, and whatever the triangle we are observing, that we have to write side by side, and we have tried to fit into the similarity criteria. A student, PQ is parallel to RS. From this, what we can conclude? So wherever there is parallel line, their corresponding angles are equal, their alternate interior angles are equal. If the two lines are intersecting, vertically opposite angles are equal. These are the very basics of geometry. So these things are always available with us. Okay. So before writing, let us understand. So here it is given that PQ is similar to this RS. No, PQ is parallel to this RS. This is given. Similarity have to be proved. So it is not talking about the given condition in similarity, but it is in the parallel condition. So while two lines are parallel, if we consider these two lines are parallel and this is a transversal, then what we can write? We can write the alternate interior angles are equal. Okay. So between the two parallel, the third transversal, what are the alternate? That angle will be equal. So considering this PQ parallel to RS, we can mark the alternate interior angle in the figure. So that's why copying the figure in your notebook is very important. So let me also copy it quickly. So it is given that it is like this one. So it is our P, Q, the intersection point is O, top one is R and S. Here PQ is parallel to RS, it simply means the angle P will be equal to angle S. Why? It is like this figure, student. You just forget for a moment, you just draw like this, then I can write these two alternate interior. Similarly, considering this QR as the transversal, we can write or we can allocate for the angle Q is equals to angle R. So what we are observing? In the triangle PQO and triangle ROS, the two angles are equal, and obviously the third will be equal. That is one thing. Or even for the third one, we can also say that the two angles on the opposite side of the same vertex, they are also equal. It is called as the vertically opposite angle. So here we are observing that AAA criteria is satisfied. So these things we have to write. Writing is very important in geometry. So how to write? So for that, we are taking the two triangles side by side. We will write all the corresponding thing for the one triangle, then the same after the equality for the other triangle. So write it. So take in triangle, one is PQO and triangle. A student, don't worry for writing at the top the triangle PQO and triangle SOR. Whether you are taking triangle SOR or ROS, that is okay, because here we are not writing the similarity that we will conclude at the end. At that time, matching of corresponding vertex or order of corresponding vertex are important. So write it. So take the triangle ROS. So write the condition of equality of angle. Here we can write angle P is equals to angle S. Why? We are observing first in the triangle PQO. So angle P marked with the yellow line and angle S, these are the alternate interior angle. So the cause you have to write in front, at least not in the full form like alternate interior angle. Even if you are writing AIA, it is also acceptable. The other one is, again for the triangle PQR, we can write angle Q is equals to, on the triangle ROS, it is the angle R by the same reason, alternate interior angle. Also we can write here, now coming to this third remaining angle, angle O. A student, here you cannot write here angle O is equals to angle O. Writing this way, because they are vertically opposite angle, writing this way is giving a wrong impression, because how you are saying the same angle O. So in such a condition, we have to allocate this angle carefully, okay, with the help of the other vertex. So therefore, we shall write it properly for the angle at O. So write angle POQ for this triangle PQO is equals to angle ROS because of vertically opposite angle. So writing this much is very important. After this, here we are observing that therefore triangle, so this thing, what we are observing, which vertex is corresponding to which one. So while writing the similarity, we have to take care of writing the corresponding angle or vertex. That is now important. So a student, if we are starting with the first one, say for the triangle P, then Q, then O, I am writing this way. So first, writing the first triangle name, you are free to write. You may write triangle PQO or triangle POQ, that doesn't matter. Okay, but while writing the similarity, going for similarity, now no equality, but we need the similarity. So therefore, write it as you wish. So let me write the triangle PQO itself. You can also write as POQ, okay, or OPQ. So rather than equality, now we have to put the symbol similarity. Now corresponding to P, from the condition we can observe. So very first we shall write for the S, then wherever Q, at that place you have to write on this side as R. Then O, here we are observing O is the common point, so O will remain as it is. Why? So this is by which criteria? AAA similarity. हाँ बोलो. Okay, so student, this way we have to write carefully. So writing is very important. That's why I'm explaining all these things. Though a student always try to mug up, but mug up करने की जरूरत नहीं. आप just एक बार समझ लीजिए तो सब कुछ ऐसे ही हमें लिखना है. So this way I have arranged this or written this in the form of some criteria. So criteria is followed. So this way it is proved. After this we can write this as the proved. So this way it is proved. So this was all about. So questions are very simple. Now let us see where we need to write the corresponding part of similar triangle. Based on that, let us take one question. Yes, a student, see this question. So in question number 5, I mean in this question, the things are already displayed over this figure. From this figure you have to observe and you have to determine the angle P. So what is this angle P? This we need to find. What is this angle? A student, Here it is not given that these two triangles are similar. So first you need to prove it. If it is asked in your subjective question, say even if it is asking 2 marks or 3 marks, you have to prove. But in MCQ, proving is not required. You can directly understand and you can calculate. Okay. So for proving these two triangles as similar, these corresponding sides, or whether this is corresponding to this, that I am not knowing. So these data are given for that purpose one. Getting? So let us calculate the ratio and try to understand which one is corresponding to which one. A student, then how to proceed? So there is a small trick or technique here that you must keep in mind. See what is here. A student, can I simply say this 6 is corresponding to this 12? Can I simply say or not? For that, you have to observe carefully. Then can I simply say this 3 root 3 is same as or is the proportional side for 7.6? For that, in rough, you have to check it. If you are taking the ratio 6/12, you are getting 1/2. But if you are taking this ratio 3 root 3 by 7.6, you are not getting 1/2. So considering this, BC corresponding to PQ and AC corresponding to RQ is wrong approach. Okay. So we shall try for the others. Even considering this or keeping this BC corresponding to PQ means keeping the ratio 6/12 as it is. Now you change the other. So keep one as it is, change for the other. Means you just leave this. Now you try for the correspondence of this 3 root 3 with 6 root 3. So you just keep one as it is, try for the other with the other two sides. Okay, that is the way. Here we are getting 3 root 3 in numerator. Why 3 root 3 in numerator? Because while taking the ratio, I have taken the smaller triangle or a smaller side in numerator. So it was 6 and bigger in denominator. So that's why we were getting 1/2. In this case also, you have to take the smaller among the 3 root 3 and 6 root 3. So 3 root 3 is there. It will be kept in numerator and 6 root 3. Here we are getting root 3 is getting cancelled and 3 2 is also there. So this is also equals to 1/2. So this way we are observing these two sides are proportional. Also we need to verify for the third one. Now come for this one. If I am considering this one, then how is this? Again the smaller 3.8, the larger side 7.6. Again we are getting it is 2 term. So what we are observing? So these things you have to write rather than just depicting and making this just a rough work. You have to write, or we have to write it here. So write this solution. Solution is like this here. Because by writing the ratios, we can understand which one vertex is corresponding to which one and how we shall write this similarity. So here we are observing that the ratio that we have taken, we may start with the AB. By corresponding to AB, here we are observing with our rough calculation with RQ or QR you may write. So let us write this as RQ. Then it is 3.8 by 7.6. I had in beginning I had explained why I have taken this AB by RQ. Why not AB by RP? Because keeping this BC and PQ ratio fixed 1/2, if we are taking AB by RP, it will not give the ratio 1/2. So these things you have to understand mentally, then you have to write. Okay. So before writing the writing for the description of this similar triangle or geometry, you have to first mentally understand how to write. Otherwise, your notebook will get contaminated. It become very much dirty. At that time, even if you write the correct thing, the teacher may not read it properly. It may not be legible. At that time, your marks are deducted. So some mental calculation you have to do. A student, so therefore I have taken AB by RQ. So the calculation now you have to write 1 by 2. The same other BC by, this is BC by QR, or you can write here as PQ also, that doesn't affect. 6 by 12, also 1 by 2. And the other one is our AC by, the other one is the remaining side. A student, we have already covered RQ. So do not think AC corresponding to RQ. The remaining side is our AC by our RP. This is our 3 root 3 by 6 root 3, getting cancelled, 1 by 2. Therefore, you have to write, after calculating this ratio, you can write for AB by RQ is equals to BC by QR is equals to AC by RP. So what is this condition? This is our theorem 6.4, which tells that if the three sides are in same ratio, means the three sides are proportional, then obviously the two triangle will be similar. Means then all the angle will also be similar. Okay. So this implies, after writing this, you have to write triangle. You are free to choose ABC. Means for the first triangle, you are free to choose the order. But for the second triangle corresponding to A, which is going to match, a student, here we are observing that corresponding to A, whether it is our Q or R or P, how we can understand? The question is that many times our students are facing some difficulty, but again you have to observe this carefully. By observing this ratio itself, you can say, a student, observe carefully what ratio you have taken here. AB by RQ. So AB by RQ, it simply means either A is corresponding to R or A is corresponding to Q. So the possibility of A matching with P is ruled out. So A with P, you first rule out this. Okay. Then now, whether this A is corresponding to R or Q, still there are two possibilities. For that, you have to take the assistance of the other ratio also, or other vertex also. A student, now let us come for the other vertex or other ratio, say BC. So this was taken ratio for QP or PQ. So you can overwrite over this. So this is going to match with this QP. So what we are getting? So from this, what we can conclude by observing these two ratios? From these two ratios, we are concluding that here we are getting LO is getting matched. So what is the left one? The left one is the A, which was corresponding to R. So it simply means A is going to match with R. So for the triangle ABC similarity, we have to write A corresponding to R. So you must start writing for the other side of similarity as triangle ABC similar to triangle R. So you must start with this. Now regarding B, while drawing this circle, we have also allocated corresponding to B. Observe this. What is going to match with this B? So AB was matching with RQ, but B was with both RQ as well as QP. Means B was corresponding to our Q. So in place of B, for the next triangle, you have to write as the Q. Then obviously the third one will also be equal. The third one is C on the left hand side. The right hand side will be our P. Okay, student? So a student, by giving these ratios or these values, it may be asked that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle QRP. The triangle ABC is similar to triangle RQP. So this order is very important. Okay? And how to identify order? Even I had also discussed in our previous lecture. So you can also refer those things. So while these two triangles are similar, we are observing that corresponding to angle A, the angle R is here. So by knowing this, we can apply the condition. Therefore, after this you have to write, or let me write here itself. So this tells us, therefore, the condition can be written here. When the two triangles are similar, we can write corresponding to angle A, we have angle R. So angle A is equals to angle R. This implies 80 is equals to angle R. This implies angle R we have calculated is equals to 80 degree. This is. So how we have written? That you also have to write just in front of this. So write this as CPST. Okay. But writing the two triangles as similar, what was the condition? The condition followed was SSS. So do not forget to write this criteria in front of your whatever the equality or similarity you are writing. Otherwise, your marks will be deducted. So this was one part. The other, the Q can be calculated. So angle B is equals to angle Q. So angle Q or angle B is our 60 degree is equals to angle Q. So angle Q is our 60 degree. This is also corresponding part of similar triangle. The third one is also good. The P, which is required here. So angle C is matching with angle P. So angle P is equals to angle C. What we have calculated this C? C is not known. That can be calculated, a student. So this will be equals to angle C, but the angle C can be calculated. So in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. Why I have taken the triangle ABC? It was the data was given for triangle ABC. Why is this? It is the angle sum property that we have learned in our class 9. Substitute the value. It is our 80 plus 60 plus angle C is equals to 180. So angle C is our 180 minus 140. 80 plus 60 is 140. Taking this difference, we are getting it is our 40 degree. So this way this C is calculated. This is equals to 40 degree. Though here C was required. The angle R and Q was not required. So these two things can be, neglected for writing or may not be written. So this was all about. So this way I have explained. So how the given condition is aligned with or brought in line with the criteria required for similarity. Here with the given situation, I have written everything under the criteria and brought it under this criteria of SSS. Then I have written the similarity. Then I have applied the condition for or the corresponding part of similar triangle. It was this one. Okay, student. Now let us move to next question. So this is the question taken from your textbook. A student, keep in mind For similar triangle, our textbook questions itself is enough, because most of the questions are directly asked from this textbook only. Okay, so very few other questions are framed for this geometry or similar triangle. So we have to focus more over our textbook questions, because there are good number of questions in this chapter. Then we will go for the exemplar rather than jumping for the Adi Sharma and other book. And we will practice with the previously year or previously asked questions also. Okay, student, let us try to understand this question and how to write it. A student, watch it carefully. So whatever the given condition, that you have to observe carefully, then you have to write properly, then finally you have to conclude this thing. A student, let us start. So first, what is given, that you must write. So what is given here? Altitude AD and CE of triangle ABC. Means triangle ABC is there, in which AD and CE is altitude. The term altitude means the perpendicular on one side from the opposite vertex. That is called the altitude. So altitude AD, observe, and it is also marked in the figure itself, means the angle at D is our 90 degree. It gives this much information. So this angle is 90 degree. The other angle from this is also 90 degree. It simply means this. Okay, it is this. So altitude, how to write this in the given condition? So you have to just write AD is perpendicular to which one? BC. The other one altitude is also there. It is our CE is perpendicular to AB. Okay, so this is the way of writing. No need to write AD is altitude over this. Write in symbol form. It is enough. That saves the time also. Now, with this, what is to be proved? And these altitudes are intersecting at P. Okay, that you can leave, because it is already reflected in our figure. So P is the intersecting point. You can leave it, or if you wish, you can write in the given condition also. Then what is to be proved? So there are four things to be proved. One is our triangle AEP is similar to triangle CDP. A student, what is to be proved? For that, the better idea is you first allocate this triangle in the given figure. Triangle AEP. Where is our AEP? Let me first allocate this. A, E, then P. What we are getting? Up to this much. Means this is my triangle. What I need to consider. Okay? It is one triangle that I need to consider. It is one triangle. But this have to be proved to be similar to which one? That we shall also allocate in this figure. So consider the other side is triangle CDP. Where is CDP? Observe carefully. C, D, then it is our P. Means it is like this. Okay. So how is this triangle? Let me hatch this one also. So C, D, P, mark it. C, D, P. It is like this. Okay. These are the two triangles we need to consider. Now, how to write it? That is another important thing. So these two triangles have to be considered. So you first focus over these two triangles only. Forget the other triangle. So right, in triangle, whatever the triangle to be considered, write that one only. I'm proving this one by one. I will prove all these four. So right, in triangle, whatever to be proved, you just take those two triangles, AEP and triangle CDP. These two triangles you have to write with and. Why? Because all the quantity for triangle ADP is going to be written on left hand side, and all the other quantity or corresponding quantity for triangle CDP have to be written on right hand side. Okay, so these things we have to take care. Right? What are the equality that can hold good in these two triangles? A student, here we are observing that it is given that AE is perpendicular to AB. It means angle AEP is 90 degree. Also, AD is perpendicular to CB. It means angle ADC is 90 degree. So that is the condition. One condition that we have to write. Other one, here we can also observe that these two angle form that P in the two triangles, they are vertically opposite. So even these two angles are enough to write that these two triangles are similar. So how do you feel comfortable? You can write it. So if you feel comfortable in writing this vertically opposite, so first write that one itself. So write angle. So while writing the vertically opposite, the other vertex also need to be written carefully. So right, start with vertex A, then P, then E. So angle A, P, E is equal to angle. The other one is, you may take CPD or DPC. Here you are free to write either as CPD or DPC. That doesn't matter. So angle DPC. Why? Because you have to write they are vertically opposite angle. Okay, it is one thing. Now the other thing here, we are observing that the angle or the given condition is they are the altitude. So altitude means the angle is 90 degree. So this angle is here 90 degree. And we had also written there earlier that this angle is also your 90 degree. So this condition can be written because each angle will be equal to 90 degree. Be careful, write the angle AEP first, because all the quantity related to first triangle AEP have to be written first. So write angle A, then E, then P is equals to angle, the other one we can take CDP, or you can also start with the PDC. Angle C, from the figure you have to write this DP. Why? Each equals to 90 degree. Or directly you may write here this is equals to 90 degree. Why this 90 degree? Since it is given. Because what is given condition? This is the perpendicular. Okay. So this, from this perpendicular we have written this 90 degree. So just close this much is enough. So it is given, each equals to 90 degree, it is given. This is enough. No need to rewrite it again, AD perpendicular to BC and C is perpendicular. If you have enough time, you are writing, that is also okay. That doesn't make any difference. So it is given that AE that we have to write first. For CE, perpendicular to AB and AD, perpendicular to our CB or BC. So this was the given condition. So perpendicular itself means 90 degrees. Now observe carefully. When the two angles are equal, we can directly write these two triangles are similar and corresponding vertex can also be allocated. It's so simple, student. No need to write the third one. Just we will write the cause as AA similarity. So right, therefore, so start the writing similarity. So triangle AEP is similar to triangle now corresponding to A. What is corresponding to A? Right now we could not allocate corresponding to A, but from this figure we are observing that the 90-degree vertex is allocated. Okay, they are E and D. The vertically opposite vertex means equal vertex P is allocated. So the remaining angle A or vertex A must be corresponds to this C for these two triangles. So it will be our C. It is not the angle C, but it is the triangle, so it will enclose the shaded area. So it is starting with this C and E. Here we are getting it is for the 90, and in the other triangle it is D. So you have to write this for the D, and for P we are observing it is same as P because P is common to both the triangle. So write the P here. Why? By AA similarity. Getting a student? So this much is enough. So this was the condition, hence this is proved. So questions are very simple. Questions are not difficult, but unless or until you practice, it becomes difficult. A student, when these two triangles are similar, then what ratios I can write? So writing the ratios rather than proving these two triangles similar, it may be given that you have to write AP multiplied by CP is equals to EP multiplied by PD. That may be asked rather than proving this similar. So that is our next question, question number 8 and 9. So those concepts can also be understood here. So by this way, what we can write means if the two triangles are similar, this implies their sides are proportional. So those proportionality can be written. So how to write those proportionality? I had already told you. By observing this figure, we can write, and even just by taking the 2 points from this two triangle or similar triangle, whatever we have written here, just by taking 2 in the pair in same order, we can write the proportionality very easily. Okay, so start writing with AE. So on left hand side, if you are taking this AE, then from the right hand side you need to take this as CD by CD. Forget the figure, you just quickly write it this way. Then let us take EP. Corresponding to this is our DP. So EP will come first in numerator, DP. This is corresponding to the next one is the remaining vertex, which is our AP. And in this case, I need to take CP, means leaving the D. So AP by CP. Okay, student? So this ratio I can write. Now what is this? This gives us the 3 things or 3 ratios. And in algebra and mathematics, we have done a lot of homework regarding if we have these 3 equality or 2 equal sign between the 3 ratio, it means we can get 2 equations. So right from 1 and 2, what I can write? I can equate AE by CD is equals to EP by DP. So it may be asked just you to prove this AE by CP is equals to EP by DP, rather than proving this as similar. Still you have to first prove the similarity, then you have to prove this ratio. Rather than writing in this form, it may also be written in the cross multiplication form. AE multiplied by DP is same as CD multiplied by ED. Okay, in place of multiplication symbol, sometimes only the dot symbol is given. That is also acceptable. Okay, so it is like this one. So all these mean the same. So all these steps are same, just going one step ahead. So it may be asked for proving this, say AE DP CD EP. AE DP is equals to CD, and then it was our ED. So this product. So whether it is asked for proving the similarity, or whether you have to prove this, the product of these two or the ratio of two, first thing is you have to prove the similarity. That is the basic concept. I will not solve each and every question separately. You first do it. If you are not able to solve, then I will solve it. But the concept we have to learn in integrated manner. So what to do? First prove the similarity, write the ratio as I have written here, then just rearrange it, you can get the required one. Okay, so it may be asked for similarity or may not ask. Directly may be asked for the ratio. Rather than this, they may also ask in this fashion. Here, by taking first and second, we have obtained. It may be asked for, say, to prove AE by CD is equals to AP by CP. Then I need to take first and third. Okay, so AE by CD is equals to AP by CP. If it is given in ratio form, it is well and good. Otherwise, if it is given in product form, is still very good. So just go for cross multiplication. AE multiplied by CP is equals to CD multiplied by AP. So this way we have proved this. Okay, so all the questions are the same. Similarly, we need to do the other part. Observe, let us understand the second part. So I'm going to explain once more for the second part. You will do in your home, because all these three are the same. Don't worry. So you have to just observe the angle ratio, the similarity, that whatever we have proven in first, that may also be used in next. That is also possible. Okay, student? Then take the next. The triangle ABD is similar to triangle CBE. Observe, a student, be careful while writing this. So first you have to observe or allocate this thing in the given figure. So let me allocate this thing in given figure once more. Okay, so the given figure is only this much. I need to allocate this. Only this much is given. So again I need to allocate for this second. Just I am explaining for your better understanding, though it have the same thing as the one. Observe carefully. ABD, where is our A? Start with A. Go for the B. Observe this. A to B. I need to move like this. Then it is going to D. Where is D? It is this one. Means this is the triangle. Okay. So this triangle we have to understand or we have to take care. So this is the triangle we need to take. Whatever the other linings in between, for a moment you just need to forget those things. You have to just focus whatever the triangle asked in the question. Okay, student. So this is one part. The next one. Now, on the right hand side, we have the CBE. So search for CBE. Where is our CBE? So start with C, go for B, then go for E. Here we are observing C to B, B to E, then obviously it will close like this. Okay. So in this case, I need to consider the triangle like this. So let me hatch also this triangle. So let us hatch it with the dotted one. So we may take this. Okay. Or if you have the problem, then you may hatch in this crossed fashion. This is the other triangle that we need to consider. So we have to focus over these two triangles carefully. You should be very careful while choosing the triangle and writing all these things, because unless or until you write properly, you will reach to some other result. So first, focus what is required, how to proceed. So mentally you just do some exercise or understand, allocate it, then you start writing. A student, in this case, again, we'll write in the same fashion. So take in triangle ABD and triangle CBE. Now, in triangle ABD and CBE, what could be or what could have the same value? Observe carefully. A student, here this one triangle is up to the yellow mark only. The other triangle is up to the black mark. So students, we shall understand this carefully a bit. Let me just clear this area for your understanding. For your better understanding, I have just cleared it. So a student, one is the yellow one. In this triangle ADB, we are observing, or ABD, we are observing that angle ADB, that is 90 degrees. It is given to us. So first allocate that. It is 90 degree in one triangle we are able to identify. Similarly, for the black hash triangle, on inside this triangle, this angle E means angle CEB is 90 degree. So what is visible, you first write it as it is. Don't worry for the other condition. So I will write like this. So for the triangle ABC, I will write angle ADB is equals to angle CEB, each equals to 90 degree. Why? It is given. Whatever the condition given, we have written perpendicular. It is this one. Okay. It is one thing visible. Yes, a student, what else is there? A student, here we are observing that this yellow triangle and the black triangle, they are coinciding at V. Means the vertex V or the angle B itself is common. Is it okay? Means how is this? Means if you are rotating the triangle AEB, keeping the B at the same point, you will get it is being shifted somewhere here, and this C will get shifted somewhere here. It will be possible that you will get the triangle like this. Okay, so it become like a parallel triangle. So it is possible to get like this. Okay, so at this time, this E will come here, E will shift here, and C will come here. Get it? So that is the thing that we have to understand. But rather than hatching it, writing it again, no need to do. Just observe the B is common to both. So just write that. That is enough. A student. So let us write that much. Yes. So take the angle B. Here the angle B is the single angle at one vertex. So no need to write as angle CBE is equals to angle ABD. You may write that way, or you can leave it, or you are even free to write just angle B is equals to angle B. As here we are observing this angle is the overlapping to each other. Okay, so by rotating, how the triangle become, that I have drawn in blue. So just to rewrite it, so angle B is equals to angle B. How is this? It is common to both the triangle. So therefore, when the two angles are equal, then what we can do? It simply means A criteria is being followed, and we are free to write the similarity. So this implies triangle ABD is similar to, now corresponding to A, which one is in this black one? A student observe, B and B are going to coincide. So in the second position, this B corresponding to B will be there. It is okay. Now corresponding to A, can we allocate? No, we are not able to allocate. Okay, if you are not able to allocate, then what we have proven? This D is matching with E. The first one means during the proof we have written the angle at D was same as angle at E. Means wherever D is there, corresponding to that on right hand side you have to write the E. Obviously, whatever the left one, that you have to take. So for A and angle under and the triangle under the consideration, it is our just C. Getting this C? This C was this one. So it is our C. So this way we have written conveniently. Even here we are observing that in the same order, the triangle to be proved is also written. Okay, but during initial time you must practice. By this you will gain the confidence, और आपको ये एग्जाम में इससे टाइम सेव होता है. बट एग्जाम में जब आप देखेंगे कि ये आपने लिखने के बाद मीन्स आफ्टर राइटिंग दिस you can quickly write for whatever the triangle to be proved. The triangle to be proved similar means here this one, the same thing here we are getting. So you can quickly write it without going for correspondence or matching each and every vertex. So that way you can write quickly and save the time in examination. But while you are practicing at home, you should practice more by writing this as CBD. So CBD. While getting this, I can write the ratios. So this implies, what is the cause for the similarity? Asimilarity. By the similarity, what we can write? What ratios we can write, or what multiplication we can write? Very easy, students. Very easy. Just take the two. If you are taking AB, then take this CB. Okay, so AB by CB, then take this BC by BD, BC by BD. So just writing this in the proper fashion is enough and very helpful in writing the ratio. Is also same as taking the A and D, then for the other side it will be our C and D. No need to go in the figure and just observe it. No, once we have allocated the corresponding vertex, writing the ratio become easier. By this we can write the various product form, like from the first and third here we can write AB into CD is same as CB into AD, or also the other ratio by taking the second and third we may write BC into CD is equals to BD into AD. So these are the various ratios which can be written and various products that can be written. Also the third one can be written. So this second one I have written by taking the second and third, right? Taking the first and second here means AB by CD is equals to BC by BD. We can write AB into BD is equals to CB into BC. So these are the proof for the other part. Okay, student. So the questions are very easy. So I have explained all the concepts with all the possibilities. The third one is also very easy, the same as the first one. Fourth one is also very easy, same as the second. So these two are enough. And how to write the ratio or product, that we have also written, or we have also explained in the same question. Okay, so rather than stating for proving the similarity in second, it may be asked simply to prove, means rather than this may not be given, you may be simply asked to prove BC into CD is equals to BD into AD. So even similarity proving is not asked in question. What is asked is the product or the ratio, but still first you have to prove it similar. Then after proving the similarity, you can write the ratio, and after writing the ratio you can write this product. Okay, student, so concept remains the same. So this was all about similarity. Based on this, we have to do the homework, and we will continue with other theorems and other in next class. But what could be the homework and whether we have done the other question or not in our textbook, let us go through that part also. A student, see whatever the concept of ratios I had explained. See, a student, question number 7 I have solved, but observe the question number 9. What is this question number 9? The ratio was asked. So first you have to prove the similarity, then you have to prove the ratio. So it is corresponding to figure 6.39. So here we are getting the same concept, exactly same, and the same product or the same ratio. CA by PA is equals to BC by MP, the same ratio that we have proved there. In this case, we have to take the two triangle, this is smaller triangle as this similar, then we have to miss this bigger triangle. Observe, CA is required, so you must take the triangle with AC or CA. Then the other side or the other part of the ratio is our BC, so must consider this BC. So what could be the triangle here that we shall consider for proving BC with A, this part, okay, as 1. Here this triangle. Then on the other side, observe the denominator, PA and MP. PA, P to A is there, and MP, this triangle. So these are the two triangles that you need to take. Then you have to prove it. Okay, the same as we have done right now. Then you can only write the ratio. So it's over. Very simple. Same is the question number 10. Also, now see, a student, question number 12. Same as whatever the product we have written. In this case, you will get in numerator of one and denominator of the other ratio. CA will be the same, so it becomes CA square is equals to BC into CD. And tomorrow we will learn another important concept, that in a right angle triangle, if the perpendicular is drawn from the right angle vertex to the hypotenuse, then three triangles are formed. Two new smaller triangle and one is the bigger original triangle. Then all these three triangles are similar to each other, and we can write the various product in which one side will give the square and other will be the product of two length. So this we will do tomorrow. It will take some more time. That's why I have not started, though I was thinking to finish it. But again, I will discuss a lot of concept. I need another 35 minutes. So for today, it becomes difficult. So I want to stop it here. So 13, you please try. Very easy. Then same for the 14, 15, you also try all this. So up to this much, 16 question, you please try. Write down the homework.